Well, welcome, everyone. Are you ready to have some fun tonight? I want to thank you for your words of encouragement to all of us. They were heartfelt. They were genuine. And for me, they just reminded me of what it is, again, to be a father who owns a house and has children and begins to make memories. And that's what you did for me, and I think you did it for a lot of people, so thank you. Is it not true that every parent yearns for their children to succeed? They would do anything. And I saw this actually about 3 or 4 months before Diana and Pedro got into their house, because I showed them their house. And they were there with their 2 young, beautiful kids and their mom and dad, Diana's mom and dad. And we showed the house, and you know how people get really excited about, and they're figuring out whose bedroom is whose bedroom, and you know how we're gonna deck the kitchen out and the living room. And then we walked outside, and I shared some things about North Chicago, and they were still kind of really jazzed. And then I noticed that Diana's dad began to cry. And I thought something was wrong. Did I say something wrong? And I looked over, and he said something in Spanish. I looked over at Diana, and Diana had a big smile on her face. And she looked at me and said, "My dad wants to give you a big hug." And yes, what I knew in that moment was he felt what any father would feel as they see this dream coming true. He felt it deep in his soul that this was actually going to happen. It wasn't just a pipe dream. This was going to happen. They were going to have a house. Those kids were going to have their own bedroom, and they were going to grow up and make friends, create memories. It was going to happen. And he came up and he gave me a big bear hug. And I'll never forget that. It's why we're here tonight, to be honest. And I will tell you, that house didn't just happen. It didn't just materialize by itself. It took a lot of people to put that together. There were people who swung hammers to build that house. There were people who working in North Chicago who made that happen. There were people, Matthew homeowners, who showed up and cleaned and painted and did things on that house. There were a lot of volunteers who came out. There were volunteers who volunteered strategically to make sure that Renew is going to keep moving forward. There were people, lots of people, donating funds, but there were also other people donating material, in-kind donations to help us build that house, flooring, drywall, and just different things. I'm saying all of this because we built that house together. It wasn't done by just the carpenters. We did that together.